Welcome back to another episode of the Sistah Talk. I am your sister, Miss Beatty, and this is my other sister,
Gold Chain Diva.
And we're just two sisters
with a lot to talk about. And we always got a lot to talk about.
Y'all know we do.
So we already started season 3. We back for a third season. You know, the sisters always got a lot to talk about. And this season ain't gonna be no different.
No, definitely not.
So hopefully y'all enjoyed the season we're in.
Yes.
But yeah, what's been up, sis? What's going on?
Listen, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let's just say this. I'm ready to open a new door in my work life.
I feel you.
I'm ready to get out of my old situation and I'm ready to start something new.
I feel you.
I need growth.
I feel
Okay?
you.
My job, as y'all always know, it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
They're annoying.
As most jobs are.
It's drama. It's this, it's that, and it's not serving me no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready to just
elevate. Well,
Yes.
look, 2024 is right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
So,
yes, it
you know,
is.
we got this last couple months to just start planning,
Yes.
figuring out our next step.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm going to hold you accountable to your goals.
Thank you. What's been going on with you, sis?
Pretty much the same thing, honestly. You know, I can't say too much because, you know, my coworkers might be watching me.
Right.
And I don't want them to, you know, mess up my stuff that I got working on.
Listen.
But, you know, let's just say the big guy upstairs,
Okay.
I hope that he's working in my favor.
Yes.
And allowing me to walk through new doors soon.
Yes.
Because my job, as we already know, pisses me off every day as well. And from a conversation I had with a coworker today,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the only one that feels the way that I feel. So
There you go.
that's a good thing.
There you go. So.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we should switch up.
Okay.
I feel like we should switch up the flow today.
Okay.
Because I'm just so eager to get to this topic.
Okay.
Because I feel like everybody's talking about it, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like everybody's talking about the dating pool. Or lack thereof.
Lack thereof.
So I feel like, you know, the topic today that we were going to talk about was, should a man pay for the first date? But more importantly, like, we are going to talk about the whole scope of what this dating world is looking like today.
Okay. Well,
because I feel like we got a lot of people on each side trying to blame the other side but I think we both got to put the responsibility on both men and women because everybody's
responsible.
Yes.
In some way.
Absolutely.
You know, of course, I'm not in the dating world. I'm in a relationship, but I have lots of either associates or friends that are, and I love hearing how it goes. You know what I mean? What's new? What's in? What's the trend? You know what I mean? But as in our topic, should a man pay for the first date? I feel like absolutely 100% should pay for the first date. I feel like depending on the woman, it's going to depend on where, you know, she wants to go on a date or where the man wants to take her. You know, my first date, I picked where I wanted to go. He let me pick. Where would you like to go? I'm very picky when it comes to eating. So where would you like to go? Listen, we went to a nice sports bar and had a grand old time. I was fine with it.
It's so funny because I was talking to one of my guy friends and he was saying like women never know what we want to eat.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, you got to think about it differently. Stop asking your girlfriend what she wants to eat. Ask her what she doesn't want to eat.
There you
That's
go.
the easier answer.
There you go. Because that is so true. Like, I never truly know what I want to eat. But
we know exactly what we don't want to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. So
I say, that's a gem. I say, remember this the next time.
Yeah.
I'm about to give you the game.
Listen.
That's the beauty of having female friends.
Absolutely.
But I agree with you, though. I agree that I feel that a man should, you know, pay for the first date. I feel like the discrepancy, and I think that the problem that a lot of people are having today when it comes to this topic is the fact that women are extra bougie. And that's two women saying that women are too bougie.
Yeah, that's... I don't really... This is the thing. We talk about this all the time. It's the little things that matter. So I don't need... This is me personally. I'm not speaking for everybody else. I do not need something extravagant for the first.
Not for the first date.
No.
Not for the first date. I feel like we're in a world now where women are using men more openly than in the past. I'm not going to say that when our grandparents, grandmothers, and aunties and all that was coming up, that women wouldn't have a male guy. You know, somebody text and say, "Oh, I know he's going to take me out."
Right.
We knew that.
Right.
But auntie knew how to respect a man. These women, at bare minimum, like, cash at me $40 to even have a conversation with me.
Listen, which is...
Who are you? Because the audacity is at an all-time high.
Listen, at an all-time high. And it's so crazy because us as women, we want the respect. But we also have to give the respect back. You cannot just expect a man to respect you when you're sitting up here like, oh, well, this isn't good enough, or, oh, I want the steak with the lobster imperial. Like, come on. Yep. Knowing that lobster imperial is probably going to hurt your stomach at the end of the night anyway. Yep. Like, I can't deal with the I can't
entitlement.
The entitlement.
I think that's what it is. It's entitlement. Not to say, like, it's so funny because, all right, so I want to say this. I wrote a status on Facebook this week that got everybody ruffled, okay?
Talking.
So I'm going to read that status and I'm going to read some of the comments because I think that some of the guys that chimed in made valid points. So my status, I woke up, you know, just on a regular day, you know, check my phone like everybody else. The first thing I saw was Tia Mowry on the Breakfast Club saying how men don't court women anymore. Now, first things first, because courting is a very important part of this discussion.
Right.
So let's look up what the definition of what courting is, okay? Because I feel like there has to be a misconception. I feel like a lot of people they use the word courting, but they don't quite know what it means.
Right.
Hold on. So pay special attention to someone in an attempt to win their support or favor. That's pretty much what courting is. So
courting does not mean that he needs to fly you down on the first day that he meets you to Miami and have a date on the beach with candles. That is not courting.
Because ma'am, if you want a drug dealer, just say that.
Please. True to the game. Like,
you know, if that's what you want, just say that. But I think that because you know me from a spiritual perspective, it's very important for me to be courted. Now, I gave you the definition, but for me personally, what I feel as far as courting, like I said, is paying special attention to.
Okay.
So like you said, I don't need Ruth Chris on my first date. I don't need that.
Right.
For me, it's enough for you to just be thoughtful enough to think of, okay, let me take her here.
Yes.
Or bought me flowers and have flowers for me.
Yes.
You know, when I got in the car, or opening up my car door, or just making me know that you're interested in me. Like it's the pursuit for me.
Yeah.
Like it's the pursuit.
Yes.
Like I want you to like apply some pressure.
Sure, absolutely.
Like, and I feel like women at this point in life got the game effed up all the way. Because now it's like I said, it's an entitlement. They feel like a man is supposed to send $60 for lunch. Like I saw somebody post, they had a whole breakdown of what you supposed to send for lunch, what you supposed to send for my hair and nails, what you supposed to send for this and that. I'm like, first of all, I'm a bougie babe too sometimes.
Yeah.
I can spend $100 or more on a meal for myself, but I don't expect you to do that on my first date.
Exactly.
Because I had, like, to be honest, and it was so funny because, you know, I always say men got it all messed up. They think they're the prize now. But honestly, some of these guys that I'm going to read comments from, you know, gave me a good perspective because I realized, you know what? Men kind of, sort of still are the prize. Even though, like, in the Bible it says when a man finds a wife, he finds favor, like, he obtains favor from the Lord. Like, okay, yes. But he still is, like, whoever he is in his own right as well. And he deserves to be respected. Right. And I think that's where women are kind of losing it. Thanks for running them likes.
Yeah, thank you.
But so, alright. So back to the status that I posted on Facebook. I had no idea that this status was going to, like... get everybody all panties in a bunch.
Right.
So I woke up, I said, bruh, we have a major problem in the dating pool. If Tia Mowry is saying men don't court women these days, and she's in a whole other tax bracket, and if millionaires ain't trying to impress a woman, why would I think homeboy down the street gonna treat me better? Somehow, men started thinking they were the prize and stopped realizing how much a real woman can add to his life. These Instagram models got y'all geeking and tweaking. Then I said, rant over. And y'all know how I feel about these 50-50 men. So I said, good morning, ladies. I'm not saying good morning to the 50-50 club. Since we got to go half, you say good morning. I say back, put your half up first.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And so this status got 36 reactions and 30 comments and 3 shares. Okay, so obviously
it did something.
It was a hot topic. One of the main comments that I got from a guy on this status, because I got to go through all the other stuff first, was
somebody said, "Hey, beautiful ladies."
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Oh, that's Zoo. How do? Stop.
Okay, sorry.
Alright. So the guy said, honest truth, what's the point for most men to chase it anymore? Do women really believe that men are getting fair equity out of most relationships these days? Most men don't, and that's why this generation is watching a shift in paradigm. The running joke is the man was traditionally expected to ensure the success of a relationship because it's almost always their fault if it fails, while committing more and more to the relationship over time. Don't forget the joke that the longer a man is in a relationship, the less intimacy he will receive over time, while he is likely doing more. And as a kicker, when it's done, men get to partake in domestic courtroom that is traditionally stacked against them. It almost seems like women are getting mad that men are figuring out that for the most part they're not winning enough to make it worth it. Then he says queens do exist that are worth it, but that is not a majority. Otherwise, men wouldn't shift out of the traditional models of dating. If it's worth it, they will come because everyone wants something of value. If no one wants it, then it's not valuable. So
now, who is this?
So this was a guy that I worked with a long time ago. But he's an older Caucasian gentleman.
Okay.
But I think he made a very valid point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he actually caused me to kind of think about some things that I hadn't thought about because, like I said, my status said, well, somewhere along the line, men started thinking they was a prize.
Got you.
And I still stand true to that. But I'm gonna tell you what I mean. What I meant when I said men think they're the prize, I meant that men these days, some, not all, some, not all,
right.
They think a woman is supposed to take care of them. They think a woman is supposed to impress them. They think it's the woman's job to, show her worth to them. And I believe in a relationship or in the courting phase, everybody's trying to impress each other. Absolutely. So it's not one party over the other.
Absolutely.
So I meant what I said.
Yeah.
However, now there was a video, and I'm sorry TikTok, we can't quite show y'all right now, but if you follow us on YouTube and watch the episode when it comes out, we'll show you a video of a young lady on TikTok that we watched prior to this. To just give you the background, she pulls up with her date. That was their first date. She was dating a Indian gentleman. It looked like she was a black young lady. Yeah. They pull up to Cheesecake Factory, and homegirl showed her whole behind.
Showed her whole ass, y'all.
Her whole behind.
Her whole ass.
Literally, instead of being an adult and verbalizing how she felt about the situation,
communicating,
she let this man say, "Oh, I'm gonna come over there, open your door for you." He gets out the car. She locks the window. He's like, do you want me to open the door for you? She's like, this is Cheesecake Factory.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you?
Listen, that was so embarrassing.
It's crazy.
Like, that's so embarrassing. I was embarrassed for her. She was ignorant in all ways than just one. And at that point, how he handled it, listen,
He definitely. Let me tell you something. With the way that she was acting,
Yeah.
it's not many times that I would say she was a bitch.
Yeah, she was acting like a bitch.
But she actually was acting like the B word, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been mad if he would have called her a bitch.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But so they get there. They sit in front of Cheesecake Factory. He's like, "Are you recording?" Mind you, like that's even more disrespectful.
Yeah.
I come over to the window and you recording me like
Listen, that's so rude.
You're not even talking to me directly, but you're doing this for a show at this
for
point.
social media, for the likes.
And so he's like, "Well, I'll talk to you about it." So he gets back in the car, talks to her about it, and he actually had very valid reasons as to why Cheesecake Factory was where he was taking her. He took her there because not only did he prep her in advance and say, "Hey, I'm going to be at your house at 4 p.m. to pick you up, you know, be ready, whatever." He gets there, she takes an additional hour to get ready and would not allow him to wait in the house for her while she was getting dressed. So now he has to wait in the car for an hour.
Right.
They missed their reservation that he had for a fancy restaurant.
Right.
What she wanted. And now even though he still had to wait an hour, he said, "You know what? I'm going to still take her out."
Yeah.
And he chose to take her to Cheesecake.
Went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but
and then
Cheesecake Factory. I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well look at my planner where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, you know, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be.
McDonald's.
But she had the audacity.
McDonald's. That's what she should have got. Dollar menu. Maybe not even dollar.
Look, maybe just some DoorDash. How about when you get home, you order your own food?
Thank you. And I'm out. Like, that's ridiculous. Ugh.
So, needless to say, it was just super cringy. I showed you the Sprinkle Lady. I don't know how many people actually know who the Sprinkle Lady is. But the Sprinkle Lady, she be giving out advice. I call her the female Kevin Samuels. That's just what I would say. Because she gives out rash advice. Right. Advice that could work, but you got to take what applies and what doesn't let it fly. Yeah. And so he basically tells her, like, I got expectations for a first date. You know, I'm supposed to be the provider, the person to protect you, whatever. Like, he handled that whole situation well. And then after she realized that, he said, "You know what? I don't no longer wish to continue this date. I'm taking you home." She started her whole demeanor
changed. She was like, "Oh no, but I understand."
Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, the equivalent to that? I
literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for dinner. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean,
Yeah.
isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He's
but
out of the parking space.
If I don't feel
Can you
respected,
see?
I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already said them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So,
my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
No, girl, stand on what you said.
Absolutely. Stop trying to act like you're. Listen.
The audacity is at an all-time high. That's what I would say. I would say that people feel entitled.
Yeah, very much
to whatever it is idea that they have in their mind about dating instead of being realistic. I don't believe that any one person on this earth can tell you what dating should look like for you.
Yes.
You have your own level of standards.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy to me that people are blindly following somebody else's model of what dating should look like.
Listen, and that's the negative part of social media. You have all these social media couples that are doing all this extravagant shit that people think that's what it's supposed to look like, even with being in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's not the realness of it. It's just not.
And that's why I was saying, like, in the status, I said these Instagram models got y'all sneaking and geeking. I mean, what I say sneaking, whatever.
Yeah.
Got y'all geeking.
Yeah.
Because let's be real. You watch a lifestyle on social media.
Yes, you do.
Social media does not give you a reality. Or it gives you somebody else's reality. So whereas Black China can, get this dude who got success, whatever, and he got it like that, and he want to fly you out.
Yeah.
That's their situation.
Absolutely.
But not just regular old Martha down the street.
It's getting flown out anywhere. Hello? Come on
now.
We got jobs. We got things to attend
to. And listen, and you may get flown out, but it shouldn't be an expectation on a first situation.
Absolutely.
Unless you're a groupie. If you want to be a groupie,
then
just say that.
Listen, I was going to say, just say it.
Like... But I don't know. Back to the topic at hand. Should men pay for the first date? I feel like they should.
Absolutely, me too.
I feel like, now me personally, I've always been the type to, I don't expect people to do much for me because I'm never surprised by what people decide not to do.
Right.
So I always bring my wallet.
Oh well, listen, I'm never leaving the house.
I'm never going to be stuck.
Yeah, definitely not.
I always bring my wallet, and I always order what I want that I can pay for. So, message.
Go. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, if you haven't taken anything from that, take that.
Yes. We had to start with that topic first because I feel like it's a very, very hot topic.
Yes.
And I feel like the dating pool is so off balance right now because people just have unrealistic expectations.
It is. Absolutely.
But now it's time to spill the tea.
Spill the tea, y'all. Spill the tea. So, listen. When I seen this, I had to send it to you.
Why? Tell me why.
Because Kevin Gates is your man.
And I'm going to stick beside him.
Listen, and she's going to stick beside him. But I sent this to her. I screenshotted it, y'all. I said, let me send this to my sister. And lo and behold, don't you know that this man, Kevin Gates, spit in this girl's mouth. Spit. Mouth open. Spit, y'all.
Give you a taste.
Holla. Listen, that's what he did, y'all. That is crazy. First of all, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna be transparent.
Okay, let's be transparent.
I'm gonna be transparent.
Transparency moment.
Yes. Would I allow my boyfriend?
Would she allow?
My boyfriend to spit in my mouth.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I would. Y'all, it gets nasty sometimes, okay? But let me tell y'all.
Now they get nasty sometimes.
Mind your business and stay in your lane, okay? But yes, I would. But this is the thing. Who is this girl? Because it wasn't Drea.
Draca?
Dreka.
All right, hold on.
It wasn't
pause.
her.
Pause. Let me pause for just a moment because I feel like, you know, you said your piece.
Yes.
Would you allow?
Yes, would you?
Hell no. That's where I draw the line, okay? With bodily fluids.
Honey is nasty.
That's where I draw the line. Okay. Spitting in somebody's mouth is a kink. Okay?
It is.
It is a sexual. People take sexual pleasure in that. So I understand.
Yeah.
But will I do it? Absolutely not.
Don't say absolutely not to you.
Absolutely not.
Don't say absolutely not to you now.
And you can quote me on that. Okay? I have no desire for nobody to intentionally spit in my mouth. Ew.
I'm not gonna lie though, like when it gets heated in the bedroom.
Listen, babe, you can tongue me down.
Tongue me down.
But I don't need no spit in my mouth.
Listen, that's basically spit.
Whatever spit gets there that way is fine. But I don't need no hawk spit.
That's different.
That's different.
Hawk spit is this.
But
that's
either way,
that's
it's nasty.
I don't know. To each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. But let me say this. So as you watch the whole video,
Yes.
you know, he asked for consent.
When?
He asked for consent.
He asked for consent?
Oh, yes, he did.
He whispered her in
Oh,
there and
because
asked
I'm
for
going.
consent.
Oh, no, publicly.
He
In
said,
front of everybody. He said,
y'all, let me spit in your mouth.
No. This is what he said. Well, he asked for that specifically.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm listening.
But, all right, so he's on the stage. And I got my microphone. He's on the stage. He said, all right, before you come up here, I got to know that I can do whatever I want to do to you. Is that okay? She said, yeah.
No. Whatever I want to do to you, I'm never thinking spit in the mouth.
I will say this. I guarantee you she wasn't either. And even though she allowed that shit, she looked disgusted the whole time.
Like she was like, ugh. Like it's not even like he stood. That's different. He stood over her and was like, and it dropped.
Thinking about it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, ugh. I don't mean no harm. Listen, I already said I love me some Kevin Gates. Down.
Listen.
I was about to be like, dig her down. Okay, I love me some Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
I love him. Period. And I'm still gonna stick by him. Because he said what he said. He said, can I do whatever I want to do to you? And she said yes. That's consent. Okay? She did look disgusted though. I can tell that she was not thinking that was that, but because she was on this grand stage in front of everybody and now she's here, she couldn't punk out.
Shit.
I would have been like, ew!
Yeah, like,
you supposed to spit in my mouth?
Back up. Boop. Listen, I wouldn't even have been going up on stage, y'all.
Girl, listen. I would have been like, Kevin.
Yeah.
Like,
and then the spit would have landed right here. Boop.
I would like Kevin. Listen, Kevin,
listen.
You gotta pay for that, boo.
Yeah, that is just, he is on a different level of just.
He is on a different level. I feel like, should we be surprised that he did something like that? Absolutely
No,
not.
definitely not.
Absolutely
Definitely not. I'm not surprised that he did that. It's Kevin Gates.
It's Kevin
The
Gates.
person who wears the feather in his bun.
The person who's constantly talking about sticking his tongue in somebody's booty hole.
Damn.
And that's even worse.
Yeah, well.
You listen to this man's music and he always talk about sticking his tongue in somebody's butthole, and you didn't let this man spit in your
Ooh,
mouth.
yeah, hold on. Bing, bing, bing. I connected it. Ew, that is nasty.
That's nasty.
Yeah, that's different. You don't know where this man's mouth been. She said.
But this ain't even conspiracy talk. However, it is, cause I don't know if it's a conspiracy or not, but there are people on the internet, because you know he's from Louisiana, and you know Louisiana got the voodoo and the witchcraft or whatever the case may be. They're saying that was a ritual. Basically, it's a ritual to get her wrapped up and in love with him. Basically the girl was saying like spitting in somebody's mouth is a powerful thing.
Yeah, because.
And basically, he's going to live rent free in her brain every day for a long time because he did that to her.
Listen, I don't come out. I'm spinning it out. Listen, they can't hear me, can
They probably can.
they? Y'all didn't hear that. That's behind the scenes. Oh my lord. That's listen. On a serious note though, that's really really nasty.
It is.
Like
it is.
her-
And I will say, like you said, it's not Drika.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Drika with all the shits.
Yeah.
She gotta be.
Yeah, she
Ain't no
definitely-
way she married that man knowing all of what he was into
Yeah.
and wasn't with the shenanigans.
I wonder how she feels about it.
She probably, listen, in my mind, they was pillow talking. And he said, babe, what you think about if I pull a girl up on the stage and spit in her mouth?
What kind of, excuse me, y'all, what kind of conversation is that? I can't even
He
fathom.
probably be like, that shit'll be fire.
Yeah, crazy.
And she probably be like, you know what, babe? I think so too.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine that they didn't have a conversation about something like that.
Yeah, that's just insane. I couldn't believe when I saw that. And I knew you would appreciate it.
Girl, I don't know that I appreciated
You know
it.
what I mean.
Because I'm going to tell you something. You weren't the only person who sent that video to me.
Because everybody knows you love Kevin.
And I was just like, why would you send that to me? Because I'm not going to lie, it didn't tarnish my view of him. I mean, I already think what I think about him.
She's still going to stick beside him, y'all.
I'm still going to stick beside him. I got 2 phones. Listen. Okay? Anyway.
Oh my god.
More spill the tea. It's a popular topic,
Yes.
and we're tired of hearing about this, quite frankly.
Absolutely. Freaking Jada Pinkett.
Bald head, scallywag.
Listen, ain't got no hair in the back. Jada is getting on my nerves, y'all.
Yeah, big time.
Like, when I seen this, I'm like, I originally seen it on Facebook. It was like, you know how people repost like a article. And I was like, what's going on now with her? I click on it, I read it, and it says that she's coming out about Chris Rock asking her on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this must have happened before the smack on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying how Chris Rock heard that her and Will Smith were no longer married.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to ask her out on a date, called her, said, he was like, hey Jada, like, you and Will ain't together no more. Like, I wanted to take you out on a date. And she was like, who told you we're not still married? We're still married. And no, I don't want to. Which led to that award show down the road.
Now, I feel like, I guess I got to do a little fact checking on this one, because the story that I heard, I didn't hear anything about that. What I heard was, she said that her and Will been separated since 2016.
And I heard that as well.
So she said, and what she said, now you know what? She said this out of her mouth, because I did see her physically say this.
Mm-hmm.
She said out of her mouth, okay, we've been separated for all this time. That's why she said when the award show happened,
Mm-hmm.
she was surprised that Will Smith came out of pocket and said, keep my wife's name, because at that point in time, she claims that they weren't even addressing each other as husband and wife.
Right. You know, I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that part of it as well. But what kind of brought it back into a full circle to me is, what would make him that upset and that emotional at that time?
Yeah.
If
So it's all relevant.
Chris Rock
Yeah.
didn't possibly call Jada and be like, listen, I'm trying to take you out. You know what I mean?
They be some weirdos. At this point, I'm convinced.
It's given very much weird. Very much weird. And I don't understand why this, Jada, I love you. But I don't
But do
understand.
we anymore?
Yeah, I was gonna say do we anymore, but I like you, but you're trying to stay relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And sit down. Sit down.
At this point, you done had entanglements.
Yeah, with freaking
August
Alsina.
Alice.
Alsina. y'all know I butcher somebody's name now.
Not Alicine.
I said Alsina. Listen, I made it into a drink. Okay?
Girl.
Listen, I'm starting to sweat in this.
I told you that. Listen, it's definitely cold outside, but it ain't cold in here.
Listen, it's a little warm in here, y'all.
All right. So listen, I definitely feel like she's publicly shaming this man every chance that she gets at this point.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like, okay, so y'all been separated since 2016, but you had an entanglement after 2016.
Right.
So you brought that out to embarrass him, but he was very much your husband then, though.
Right.
So make it make sense. Why now?
But the crazy thing is, and quote me if I'm wrong, quote me if I'm right, tell me if you don't know, but I heard that they were always in an open relationship.
I've heard that as well.
So
now it's really not making sense.
It still doesn't make sense. It's not adding up.
It's not adding up.
Mm.
It's not adding up. I just feel like Jada at this point need to get a life and get over it.
Yeah. Grow some. Never mind. I'm not trying to get snapped. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I mean, why, y'all? I don't want Will Smith. I like Will Smith. I don't want him to come after me. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Look, we're not gonna spend no more time on that because Jada don't deserve the spotlight that much. Because at this point we're over it.
Yes, very much so. Very much
We're
so.
over it. But in big tech news, we're gonna talk about the new Ray-Ban and Meta marriage.
Yes.
So basically, Meta, Facebook, is partnering up with Ray-Bans to come out with these smart glasses.
Dope.
And I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yes.
Because, we always talk about AI. AI is just taking over the world at the moment. And so these AI frames would allow you to put them on. And he actually said, like, say a person like myself who likes to cook and looks at recipes or whatever. I can literally look and say, you know what? Like look at the TV and say, that look good. Meta, show me how to make it.
Yeah.
And Meta will pull up a recipe that I can see in these glasses and show me the recipe right in these glasses.
Yeah, crazy.
Now,
Insane.
not only just that, Meta can teach you how to fix something in your house. You can say, Meta, teach me how to fix my plumbing or whatever. Meta's going to give you a step-by-step video process, whatever you want to see them right in the glasses. Now, the kicker for me was, and which I think this is going to be the biggest selling point because we live in an age of influencers, is these glasses will also allow you to go live without touching them. So you can go live and literally change the point of view so that people see what you see.
Which is insane.
So pretty much it's a GoPro, but not a GoPro.
It's a Go glasses.
Go glasses.
Right. and touch them. Like, oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm not gonna lie. I've owned a pair of Ray-Bans. So I think that would be dope to have.
Because Ray-Bans are classic and timeless.
Yes, they are. Very much so.
So it's not like it's like an extreme look.
Yeah,
like these are everyday glasses.
Yes.
Like think about what this is going to do for the world. Like these kids in school probably be cheating on tests and everything else.
Cheating. Do you understand how it would be cheating?
Because we used to write it on a little piece of paper, write it on our hand. These kids would be looking right in their glasses and them teachers don't have no idea. Crazy.
This isn't. Look at the world look what we're going to bring our kids into. This is crazy.
Well, what I'm going to tell my kid is I'm going to get you them glasses. When you need help with your homework, ask Meta.
Just like Ask Megan, and now you watch the movie.
Listen. No. We got to go on for a second because Miss Beatty had me watch Megan. And I was scared for a whole week after that. I came in my house, this microphone was sitting in the corner. I was like, what is that?
And if you haven't seen Megan, go watch it. It has
Megan was outrageous.
Megan was outrageous.
Killing up everything.
She was killing up everything. She was crazy.
Listen, and my sister was like, it's not even scary. I said, yes it is.
It is.
It can happen in real life.
Yes, it can.
That's why it's scary.
Her chilling in the girl's bedroom.
Girl, listen, I would put that thing in a box every night.
Listen, exactly. It's crazy.
But, we're going to come back to the uncancel culture.
Okay.
It's time for the uncancel culture. We're in season 3. I don't even think we did uncancel culture since season 1.
We haven't.
Because we didn't do one a whole second season.
Yes.
For those who don't know what uncancel culture is, basically we live in this world where everybody does one thing and they're like, get them out of here. They
gotta
cancel.
go.
So we're in the business of giving people their flowers while they're still here and, allowing people to redeem themselves. So who I would like to personally, and I need a drum roll for this one, uncancel is Mr. Jussie Smollett.
Oh.
Jamal Lyon.
Not
You're
Jamal.
so beautiful. Sugar, give the world a show. Sugar, go up, down, up, down, up, down.
Listen, I like that song. Yes. Okay.
No,
I'm surprised.
I knew you would be.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I want to uncancel Jesse,
Okay.
not only is because I've been watching Empire again. I've been watching Empire again.
I need that. You're making me want to. Seriously.
I love that.
Because I never actually watched the whole thing.
Listen, so many people gave up on that show. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, what's his name? Lee Daniels gave me just as much drama as Tyler Perry.
Okay.
So he's the only person that can do that for me. And I believe that Empire, it's been so long since I watched it. So, now I'm just going through it again. I'm like, dang, I forgot that happened. Like, oh my God, this show is really drama.
Yeah.
But yes, I chose to uncancel Jussie Smollett.
Okay.
One, when I initially decided to uncancel him was because I was watching the show again. And I was like, yo, Jamal really carried the whole show on his back for real. He was the Empire.
Yeah.
He was the Empire. But then when I dug a little deeper, I realized that he's currently in the media again right now for the situation that happened. What was that, back in, I don't know, 20s, I don't know how long ago that happened, 2017, something like that, where he basically lied about having a homophobic attack against him.
Okay.
And that's why he ended up in jail, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So today, in 2023, they're actually trying to appeal that and basically use the fact that the public outrage was so high to put this back in front of the court and basically convict him for the same crime twice. So this man has already performed community service and forfeited a $10,000 bond as a part of his 2019 deal. So this happened in 2019. His 2019 deal with the Cook County State's Attorney's Office to drop the initial charges. Okay. So he already paid his dues. They're trying to put this back on the table so that now he will have to finish a 150-day stint in jail. Because he only spent 6 days in jail before he was released the first time. So I propose that we uncancel this man.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm sure he feels terrible.
Absolutely. With doing the community service and the $10,000, like, come on. You would have act like listen, hello, rapists ain't even getting sometimes that. If they get confounded, not guilty. Like, come on. This is ridiculous. Yeah. I kind of feel bad for him.
And they're really trying to just make a spectacle of him because he is a public figure. So I say we uncancel Jussie Smollett. What y'all think? What you think?
I agree.
He did. He paid his dues.
Well, honey, listen.
Listen, we just talked about Megan and now we hearing noises. That's probably Gotti in here running around.
Scared to live daylights. But I agree. Let's uncancel Jussie Smollett because dang, I'm sorry, buddy, that you're going through that. Like, oh my gosh. Well, I hope nothing comes of it. I hope he gets free of everything and he doesn't have to go back through that agony. Because people have memes for days.
Yeah, they've been dragging him enough.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't want to say his role on Empire was pivotal, but it was. Like, he made a mistake.
Yeah, come on. People make mistakes.
And let's not condemn him for the rest of his life. He's an amazing actor. He comes from a family of amazing actors. And so I think we should give him another try.
Yes, I think so too. Okay.
So, just like that. Time for Conspiracy Talk.
Conspiracy. Let's go, y'all. Okay. What do we got today on Conspiracy? Conspiracy Talk. What we got today?
So on Conspiracy Talk today, we'll be talking about these coal miners that found, they were digging for what were they digging for? They were digging for gravel.
Okay.
In Russia.
Okay.
When they hit on something hard and they used this excavation machine to pull what they thought was a statue out of the ground.
Okay.
When they pulled this statue out of the ground, they quickly realized that, something is a little off with this statue. It doesn't really look much like a statue.
Right.
And it was very much still intact for the amount of time that it probably was under the ground. So it leaves the people to think that it's a petrified fallen angel. Now, we talked about fallen angels before on Conspiracy Talk, where we talked about there was a time where the God banished the angels down to earth. Yes. The angels had sex with the people, and then that's how we got the giants, etc., etc., etc. They got this petrified fallen angel in Russia.
Okay.
So, you know, we just explained like what that means. But they're basically thinking like because this thing looks so realistic that they're thinking that it's a fallen angel that basically got frozen over and just is in the form that it's in. In the video, you can see the two guys. They look like they're probably like 5'10", almost 6 foot, something like that. And when they're standing up next to this this figure, they're not even like matching up to this thing in height.
It's creepy.
And this thing is kneeling, not even standing up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, in the video, like it got translated and everything, that they were saying like they could feel a certain energy just by standing next to it.
Gotcha.
And they basically called people to repent and get closer to God. And another furthermore is after these Russian men called the authorities and say, hey, come get this, whatever, apparently these men disappeared. Conspiracy?
Or not. Yeah, that's crazy. When you showed me this, it creeped me out. Immediately how like that thing literally looked realistic. Like it did, like it was frozen. And that it looked real. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm a
And for
believer.
those on TikTok, like we said again, we're gonna post a full video of this episode. Go into my bio, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. So when you see this episode, you can see everything that we're talking about with detail.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy because y'all, we are in the end of times. I hate saying it, but we are. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on in a very short period of time.
It's a lot going on, and it's so much going on that like I don't know about y'all. I'm not able to take it all in. Like I'm just like it's too,
one thing after another.
It's too much, and my anxiety is
through the roof.
Because of this. So yeah, y'all.
Yeah. And you know that's not even the only sighting that you know I told you about. They apparently there was a ice fallen angel that they found right here in the United States in Michigan. Have you heard about it? Probably not.
Yeah, definitely haven't.
They're trying to keep it under wraps. Apparently, and I'm still working my way through Revelation, but apparently, you know, in Revelation it basically says like, or somewhere in the Bible it says that God, you know, banished these fallen angels to, like some of these fallen angels to under the earth, and basically in the last days they'll be released. And so a lot of people are thinking that's why these things are becoming unearthed at this point, because it's their time to come back and reign over the earth and wreak havoc.
Listen, get right with God, y'all. Get right with the Lord. In whatever form you believe in, get right. That's all I can really say.
I agree. I agree. Heavy stuff.
Yes,
heavy stuff.
super
So
heavy. Conspiracy
or not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because they. Well, I almost forgot this. They did say that. Somebody said that they took a picture image of this statue and put it into Google recognition or something like that, and it brought up a cemetery. So there are people out there that believe that these people are just digging over a cemetery that was from years ago, and that's how they found like this headstone type of you know figure.
Okay.
So I guess time will tell. We'll see. So for now, it's not a conspiracy.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, that was a quick episode. I feel like we had a lot to say, but you know, we got through it.
Yes, we did.
So thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Sistah Talk podcast. I'm your host, Gold Chain Diva. This is my sister,
Miss BB, and y'all already know that's what a Z.
And if you're not following us already, you can follow me at goldchain__diva. You can follow my sister,
Miss BD, that's MZ_BD, and that's on all platforms, y'all.
Yep, and if you're on TikTok right now, go to the link in my bio, click on the YouTube button, and make sure you subscribe and check out the first 2 seasons, because right now we're on season 3.
And while you're at it, if you don't got nothing to do, like all the videos, comment on all the videos. We got a lot to say, y'all. Y'all need to just watch it.
We always got a lot to say.
Yes,
a lot to say.
We do.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Peace, y'all.